Today, a vigil held for the man who died after an accident on I-95 earlier this week. Right now, state police are investigating why a stun gun was used on him, and police say he was being combative while they were trying to rescue him. News 8's Noel Gardner spoke to experts today on the use of stun guns. She joins us in the studio with more on that. Noel.
Scott, I talked to a former police officer today. He says stun guns should only be used as a last resort. Meanwhile, I talked to the Connecticut president of the NAACP. He says they're looking into this incident.
The family of 37-year-old Thomas Lane set up this makeshift memorial on I-95 near exit 42 in West Haven. Early Monday morning, Lane was involved in a crash where he later died. According to the police report, Lane sustained a significant head injury and needed to be removed from the Jeep. In their effort to get Lane out, police say he became combative, injuring a first responder. That's when authorities say a state trooper and a West Haven police officer deployed stun guns. The police report states 2 stun guns were deployed, one successfully and one unsuccessfully.
The first one didn't bring about compliance, and so they tasered him a second time. Doesn't mean the electrical impulses weren't working. It was a matter of they were looking for compliance.
While state police investigate, we talked to a former New Haven police sergeant. Vincent Riccio says stun guns should be used as a last resort.
Tasing falls in the realm of what we call the use of force continuum. It's one of the later tools, actually in level 5, just before using a handgun.
The NAACP has been fighting against stun gun use in the state since 2009. Scott Estelle says they're calling for a moratorium on stun gun use in the state.
There's been numerous incidents all over the state where minorities have been tortured by these tools of torture. That's what we call them, tools of torture. And there's a lot of lazy policing going on with police officers, and they use these tasers in inappropriate manners.
And we're learning tonight Lane is an African-American male. The NAACP tells me all people should be treated equally, and stun guns should only be used as an alternative to lethal force and are not being used properly. The NAACP is also launching their own investigation into this case. I also reached out to the medical examiner. The autopsy won't be completed for a few weeks, and the West Haven Police Department didn't have comment because the state is handling the case. As for the state police, they tell me the incident is under investigation. Reporting live tonight in the studio, Noel Gardner, News 8.